Hi, Joe Murphy. I'm going to talk to you about hiring people. I'm on my third session. If you haven't had a chance to see the other two sessions after this video, go watch the other two because this is explain as to how I got here. I'm just going to give a brief recap. I hired the wrong people. I made a lot of mistakes. I was doing turnaround operations about 15, 20 years ago, I guess 20 years ago now. And I did a series of turnaround operations, divisions, if you will. And then later on, I got involved with turnaround projects, but that's another story. In my turnaround operations, I had to find out what was wrong with the organization. I'd come in, be put in charge of a $50, $100 million organization, and I had to figure out why revenues were declining. And it's always a series of things. One, it's our market. We're selling the wrong services. Our people don't know how to sell them. Our services don't have an ROI, or the ROI is not clear. We don't have a good delivery organization. And those are typically symptoms of a larger or an underlying factor of not having the right people. And once you have bad leadership in place and the organization is being taken in a different direction, what happens is good people leave. Or if you don't have a good compensation program that rewards high performers, people will get lured away by other organizations unless there's some sort of a vision. I'm going to get into that in a minute. Now, I have made lots of hiring mistakes. Now, I want to give you my hiring process that helped eliminate being desperate, but also not be so fearful of making sure I was doing a good job in hiring a person for the long term, because that's what I'm looking for, long term, so that I can make the investment and they'll make the investment in us. So the first thing I do in the hiring process is after I have a candidate, okay, after I have a candidate that the recruiters have brought in and have screened, I tell the recruiters, my process is this. I set up a 15-minute interview. Just get to know you interview. And it's just my style, and I recommend it. It really works. A 15-minute interview will save you a lot of problems of going for another hour or another 45 minutes, because I can find out within 5 minutes whether the person is the right person or right fit for the organization. That will allow me to have the second interview to verify that. So in 15 minutes, I ask the person, first off, tell me what you know about what I'm looking for and what this job is about. Now, I want to eliminate this question from your lexicon or your vocabulary or whatever you want to, or from your mind. Tell me, now this is one I want you to eliminate, a little about yourself. Throw this question away. Nobody knows what the hell you're asking. They don't know whether they don't know whether the interviewee goes, you want to know about my cat, my 3-car garage? You want to know that I like painting or skydiving or rock climbing? What do you want to know? You want to know I went to Harvard? You want to know I didn't go to Harvard? You want me to go all the way back to when I was a young kid and working as a paper boy? Nobody knows what that means. And what we do as managers, because we're not professional interviewers, we use this question to warm it up. You don't need to warm it up. Stop wasting your time. And you're not going to get the answer you're looking for. It just confuses yourself and the interviewee. It's a joke question. I'm going to come back to this if you're interviewing for a job and how to answer this, by the way. Your first question is, tell me what you know about the position and how you are a good candidate for this position. That's the first question to ask. Now, I can tell a lot if the person starts stumbling. One of two things have happened if the person starts stumbling. One, my recruiter's not doing a good job explaining the opportunity, which is a lot of times the case because they're recruiting for a lot of different positions and they believe it's a numbers game. Okay, managers, leaders, C-levels, pay attention to what I just told you. I have made countless hires and I've gotten the wrong people. That's another lesson I'm going to give later in a different video. First thing, tell me what you know about the job. So if they start to stutter and don't know the job, I'm not afraid of explaining what the job is. Because this first 15 minutes, this is I want to get to know you, and I want to make sure it's the right fit. So there's two things. I'm looking, one, get to know you one-on-one and see if it's a fit, but not just for me. It's got to be a fit for them. And that's how I position it. I want to make sure it's a fit for you. I say a fit for you and a fit for us. Now I use this word us intentionally. I might be this vice president, senior vice president, CEO, whatever the title is, but it's us. One-on-one fit. Let me tell you what we do. So I describe what we do. Now, this is the important part. You've got to be able to sell. Okay? I say, here's the vision. Here's where I want to take the organization. We want to be the best at whatever. We have these things going for us. Whatever those three things are. And it's just three, not 30, three things. We got a great delivery. We value people. Whatever it is. We have a good market. We have clients. And we want to take this to this. We want to go up. And I sell the vision. This is where we're going. But here's where we are. Now I talk about, here's our deficiencies. Okay? I will say, here's where the gaps are. We've got a gap with quality in terms of making sure we understand the client's needs. So client's needs, the quality of client's needs. We don't always sell the way we should or whatever. We also don't meet expectations, whatever the three things are. And I'm trying to figure out how you might be able to help us solve this and leverage what we already have. And I'm going to get the person to talk. Now I'm going to shut up. And now I get the person to talk because now I want to hear where their heart is. And then I'm going to ask them another two questions. I'm going to go, all right, now you said you did this. Can you explain to me, because I'm listening what they said, because they're going to tell me stuff. I want to know what they said. You notice I'm giving them the answers, but now I want to hear how they're going to use their skills to solve my problems, and if they're excited about solving these problems. So what they say is key. Now I'm going to say, how or where have you done this before? And they'll let them talk. I'd ask, how have you done this before? Or where have you done this before? And then how did you address these things? And then I'd say, how would you address this now? If you were given this position, would this excite you? Is this something you want to do? If, that is, they've answered it successfully. Does this make sense? 15 minutes. I tell them what we're trying to do. I ask them what they know. If they don't know, or if they do know, I get to this. Here's what we're trying to do. Here's the vision. Here's where we want to go. Here's the three things that we've got going for us. Here's the three gaps that we've got, or the three gaps that we have to bridge in order to get there. And I say, are you excited about this? Would this excite you? Would this make you jump out of bed? And if they say yes, I say then, and here's the killer. And I'll probably cover this again. On a scale of 1 to 10, where is your excitement level? If they say, yeah, it excites me, and they're a 7, there's too much of a gap. They're not really excited, or they're afraid to commit. I'm Joe Murphy, and I'm here for your success. Stay tuned for the next video.